What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Spiritually Gifted 333, here to bring you spiritual tea. Picking up where I left off on that last reading because the tea was so piping hot, I had to get back into it. So I hope you guys like, share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Spiritually Gifted 333, and if you haven't already done so, go over there and follow me on TikTok, Chosen33. That's here nor there. But in the meantime, in between time, how are you guys doing mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally? Me, maintaining spiritually, not complaining. Now that this Mercury retrograde is starting to surpass, right? And we could get back into what we need to get back into, right? And that's letting this karma rain. Rain down on me. Let it fall on me. Melodies from heaven. Rain down on me. When I tell you the Lord has done his big one in my life, he has done his big one. Period. Point blank. 111 on the timer. I am really so thankful and grateful that I was chosen to embark on this spiritual journey and to tell my story and to really be strong enough to spread knowledge about abuse from narcissists and spell work and black magic that can spiritually harm you if you're not aware, if you don't have discernment. People really do practice black magic and spell work and voodoo, hoodoo. 144, behind the scenes. It is happening. I was a target of spell work. Because of my energy, because of my divine light. I'm a very nurturing, caring person. Always been about the most high God. And some people saw my light and knew my potential before I did. And that's 211 as I say this. And that's because I was still in the matrix, right? I wasn't awakened. So manipulation and of course the spell work 222 was working, right? The spell work was working because for one, I wasn't aware of my spiritual gifts. For two, the amount of insecurity that a narcissist will put on you and make you feel like you're nothing is real. I've experienced it. But for a man to go so hard to spiritually attack a woman shows their true character. I don't know if they're down low or if you are, that's fine. Everybody need to live in their true authenticity. Everybody need to really be their self. Everybody need to really heal. And I'm not perfect. It's things I know I still have to work on. 311 on the timer as I speak. But for the amount of warfare that I've experienced on my spiritual journey from close people, family members, people I thought cared, it's just, it blows my mind. You know what I mean? But I see these things, I'm beyond the veil, right? I'm seeing a lot of people masses. You know what I'm saying? When I look at people, I can read people very well. I can see a demon in somebody by looking into their eyes. I can see somebody being possessed. And these are gifts that I had since I was a child. But it took for me to be with a narcissist for my gifts to awaken. Yes, I've been through so much from just a child growing up to where I'm at right now. I've been through so much. And that's part of the reasons why I do want to tell my story. I could write a whole book of the things I've been through. 411 on the timer clock, all this info that I'm speaking because it's the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. God say I'm the way, the truth, and the light. But being with this narcissist awakened me out of the matrix. It awakened me because people will try to put you in third party situations, whether that's relationships, whether that's their job. Third party can be anything. But we're gonna focus on a relationship. When somebody wants to put you in a third party relationship, 444 on the timer as I'm speaking, they have a problem. And it goes back from being a child. Those childhood woundings are affecting them at adult age, right? and they just don't want to do the healing work. They want to feed off other people who is shining bright, who has star potential, who is divine, who is of light, high vibrational. People are out here feeding off people like that on an energetic level. They walk around here with somebody else's identity because they don't know themselves. They don't want to be themselves. So all they know is the person that they've been around. They picking up all the things that they study people. Narcissists study people. Narcissists study people. The way they move, they study their family members. They study their person to a T. And when that person leaves, all hell breaks loose. They're gonna try to destroy your fucking life. If I can't be with you, nobody else can, face ass. If I see you giving your heart away or loving on somebody else, I'm coming to destroy it. But that's just the devil talking. That's the narcissist wanting that control, right? Narcissists always want to attack the mind, right? They want to attack the mind because they want to control things that they cannot control because they can't control themselves, right? Narcissists are demons. They have a lot of bad addictions. They have a lot of childhood wounds. They have a parent who was a narcissist who raised them to be a narcissist. The parent could have been abusive. The parent could have been absent. The child could have been abused. It could have been a parent's fault, but did the parent do anything to help? No. So the parent continued to raise their narcissistic child up in the world to be narcissistic instead of breaking the generational curse, right? Everybody can't be a leader. It has to really be in you. You can't talk it. You really have to live that leadership lifestyle, especially when you're chosen and it's your path. I let a lot of time fly by with this narcissist, but I also was learning knowledge, right, from this spiritual narcissist. See, a narcissist loves you to use spirituality or religious against someone. They love to flip the narrative. They love to try to pretend like they're mirroring you, right? But in reality, it's your energy that they're trying to mirror back to you. It doesn't make sense. God sends chosen ones to help people. It's a blessing to be in the vicinity of a chosen one, a divine being. It's a blessing because they're here to heal you. But once you begin to abuse that, something precious that God has sent to you, once you begin to abuse that spiritually, physically, and emotionally, that's when your karma starts off. It's when you begin to rack up your karma. Because harming somebody who has never done anything to you, especially physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, all they did was care. All they did was love. Try to heal you as much. You can't heal everybody. You can't heal everybody that's broken. You can't fix everybody. People are really chosen to go on certain paths. But sometimes people sell their soul for fame, fortune. But we all know money is a big one. Money is the root of all evil. Money is an energy. Why do we chase after money so much instead of attracting it? Why do we want to use people's energy to manifest abundance? Why can't people go out there and work hard for what they want and just be content with that? Why go try to fuck up the next person's journey and what they got going on? People have dug into my life so much to see what I got going on. Everything that comes into my life, it was being destroyed. And this is by people that's close to me. Karmic family members, karmic exes mothers, karmic exes sisters, brothers. They're all around. Because the demons that follow you when you're on your healing journey, them demons gonna attack anybody around you that's not healed. And it's a lot of people that's in my inner circle that's not healed, and they're being attacked by demons. And these demons is trying to project onto me. But I rebuke every demon in the name of Jesus. I return the sender every chance I get. I cleanse my energy. But another one is being astral projecting when you're trying to sleep at night. And I know I'm always being attacked in my dreams. I wake up with headaches. I wake up as if I had been exercising before I went to bed. And I just be thinking to myself, like, why the fuck do I feel like I've been in a boxing match? Because it's people trying to get in my energy so bad. But I'm very thankful to be protected by my angels. Archangel Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel. But I'm strongly feeling Archangel Michael 10 toes behind me. Anybody who 1111 on the timer as I say this, I'm manifesting peace, love, happiness, and abundance. And anybody who tries to penetrate my energy, you will be shot. We got this here, the gun line, boss. Get in the way of my destiny, you will be shot. And that's I'm just look. I'm just saying. Shouts out to Martin, man, and Eddie Murphy on Life. One of my favorite movies of all times. But like, share, and subscribe to my channel, y'all, if y'all ain't already done so. But like I said, it's like, but back to the copycatting, when you, like I said, when you on a spiritual journey and people get a sniff of your destiny and they want to take it for themselves. So they gonna what? Pretend that they you. They gonna do spell work. They gonna try to hex you, curse you. You just gotta know how to stay high vibrational. You just gotta know when energy is not yours. Know that. And just stay prayed up. Always stay prayed up. And go outside, stay grounded. Get some air. Breathe it out. But most of all, pray. And just be yourself. But I'm going to end it there. I'll be back tomorrow with another read. It's your girl, Spiritually Gifted. I'm out. Triple on the threes. Remember that. See you later. Bye-bye.